Hey guys, welcome to my review of the brand new DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro, and the video you're looking at is already recorded with this camera, and it's such a fantastic camera. I thought I will not even bring my professional camera to record the intro outro sitting. I'll just take the camera and record it like this, and it's so great because it supports wireless mic connection from the DJI Mic 2 directly to the camera without any other special tools, and for recording vlogs or even for all your sports activities it's the perfect action cam. So now let's have a closer look and let's check it out. The new DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro is here, but what new features does it have to justify that Pro marking? Well, DJI really nailed it with this camera and included a lot of features that you will find in professional cameras. For me personally, it absolutely deserves the Pro tag. Now, first of all, we have a Pro level sensor. Well, many of you guys maybe hoped for a 1-inch sensor, but DJI decided to include a new 1x1.3-inch sensor, but with 13.5 stops of dynamic range. This results in stunning dynamic range and color range for even 4K 60 videos and even offers enhanced low light capability. But it's not only about the sensor, it's an all-in-one camera, so also the system on chip matters, especially on an action camera. DJI is using a 4nm high performance chip. Now 4nm shrinking offers way lower power draws, but still keeps the performance up, so it has more power for features like tracking and subject centering. It is also the first action camera that is equipped with a professional pressure gauge, and it records the underwater depth, duration and altitude data, ensuring safety during activities. It also features automatic recording when submerged and stops recording when out of the water. Certified with professional EN 13319, meeting the internationally recognized standard for diving accessories. It's also waterproof for up to 20 meters depth without a case, and that's really amazing, so you don't need to buy any extra case if you're just going up to 20 meters. The battery life is also pro level. It's the industry's first action cam that offers 4 hours of battery life due to the 4nm chip, bigger battery capacity and improved power management algorithms. The battery life is really crazy, but it's also the industry's first action camera with dual OLED touchscreens with 100% DCI P3 color space, providing richer and more vibrant colors and also supporting HLG high brightness display. The screen has also grown and the bezel has been reduced a lot. So you also don't need a gimbal anymore for centering and tracking. Thanks to the powerful 4nm chip and machine learning algorithms, it can identify and track the human subject's position in the video. The footage is automatically cropped in post-production to keep the subject centered in the frame, increasing the rate of usable footage. So as you see, a lot of pro-level features in this tiny camera, but on top of that it even features 47GB of built-in storage, support of 4K at 120Hz in 4:3, 10-bit and D-Log-M and HLG recording, and you don't need any special microphone adapter. You can directly pair the DJI Mic 2 even in dual mode with 2 microphones. So it's really a perfect camera for not only doing sports activities, but also vlogs, interviews and much more. It's also worth to mention that the photo resolution has been bumped to 40 megapixels, and also the camera supports Wi-Fi 6 for faster speeds with 80 megabytes per second and also more stable connection. The camera has also improved thermals and can operate in temperatures between -20 and 45 degrees without freezing or stopping the recording. Also, the batteries are bigger and it supports battery fast charging. So guys, all of that sounds really great on the paper, but now let's unpack it so I can show you what you get when you buy it. Well guys, there we go. Let's do a quick unboxing and hands-on, because you guys probably want to know what you're getting inside of the box when you buy it. Now, first of all, I've been using the DJI Osmo Action 4 now since the release, so quite a long time, and I still use it. Not every day, but most of the times when we shoot cars, when I have to do time lapses, when we do vlogs, it is such a great and versatile camera, and this really got me hooked to DJI Osmo Action cameras. Now here we have the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro that includes an extension rod, battery and a battery case. And I'm really excited if the batteries from the Action 4 are actually the same. So let's have a closer look and let's check it out. So here accessories, then here we have this rod. This was actually the same that was included with the Action 4 so far as it looks like. Maybe looks a little bit different, but it is a really great stick because you can just attach it here and you have a pole that you can use for filming, for vlogs, for whatever you like to. So it's really great. But also there is a multifunctional charging handle that I will just show you later, which is a really great addition to this pole here. Now first let's get out the camera and let's check it out. And there we go. So here we have the camera case. We can also then quickly compare it to the Action 4. Now in here there's also some other accessories. So here we have the magnetic mount, I guess, and also we have the screw. So first of all, here we have the cage, so where you just slide in the camera and simply close it. It's very easy to do, and then it's also very well protected. We have here the magnetic mount, which I absolutely love if you need to change camera positions quickly. I'll show you that later. We also have the screws here. We have another mount with a tape that you can tape to a helmet or whatever. And here we have the camera. So I'm pretty excited about this one. And there we go. This here is the Action 5 Pro and it looks fantastic. Now here compared to the Action 4, so let me just take it out of the cage so you can actually see how it looks. Now, regarding the form factor, we're looking here quite similar, but we have this nice red ring in there, both the same field of view, but well, you can see here that's the Pro version, and other than that we have a much bigger display. So regarding the display size, you had some really big black borders around the Action 4, but on the Action 5, as you can see, it features a much bigger display with tiny borders. Alright, so there's another thing actually included here that says accessories, so let's see what is in here. Now here we have another magnetic mount. This is awesome because I think the Action 4, which I had, it came only with one. So with this you have another mount to quickly change positions. That's absolutely awesome. And here we have the charging case. And this is one of the best things about DJI cameras. They come here with a charging case. Here you put in the batteries, you can charge them all at the same time. It's really fantastic, and we can also quickly compare it to see if the batteries have changed from the Action 4. So, quick comparison, here is the new charging case. You can see the batteries have now a label here, 1950 milliamp hours. Now here's the old charging case, and if we check this out, the battery looks actually similar. If we check the capacity, it's 1770 milliamp hours. So we have a significant upgrade on the battery capacity. But the amazing thing is, DJI is not a company that says, wow, nothing is compatible, there's a new product. Look at this. You can put the old battery, even though the capacity is a bit lower, you can still use them. It is even charging in the new case. So if you have an Action 4, don't throw the battery case, because you can actually use this. Now I could actually have now 6 batteries for the Action 5 Pro, 3 with the upgraded capacity and 3 from the old previous generation. But it's pretty amazing because now this is really versatile. Alright, now let's have a closer look at the rest. We have another USB-C to USB-C cable. We have a quick manual with, I guess, a sticker, and also there's a new video editing app, DJI recommended video editing app. It's called Lightcut. I really need to check this out. Comes with an AI editor. So pretty awesome package what you're getting by just buying the camera. A lot of stuff included. But now let's have a closer look at the other accessories, because they are amazing. Now if you're into pro videography, maybe you want to use an ND filter. Now the cool thing about DJI Osmo Action cameras is that you can use ND filters. So let's open it up. I will quickly show you how that works. Now those ND filters from DJI, just buy the original ones here. They fit perfectly with the camera. It also comes here, let me show you this, in a really nice carrying case here with the DJI logo. Now let me just open this up right over here and look at this. Crazy nice ND filters here, the 8, 16 and 32. So let's take it out. And if you want to attach it to the camera, all you have to do is just remove the ring here, the rubber, and then you can just plug it over. You don't need to screw So just really put it over and boom, you have the camera with the ND filter. It has never been easier to use ND filters on action cameras than with a DJI Osmo Action, because as you can see, you just pop them on there and you don't have to screw anything or something like this, and they're really high quality ND filters. So guys, there we go. Here's the DJI Osmo Action multifunctional charging handle. Why is it called multifunctional? Because it has plenty of functionality in there. First of all, it's a normal grip with quick controls, so you can quickly access the camera for vlogs perfect. Second of all, it can act as a tripod. Now, it doesn't really look like a tripod like this, but at the top we have here a ball mount. So here you can adjust the angle, turn it, so you can just stand it. It's great for time lapses, especially if you do travel vlogs or something like this and do also some time lapses or selfie recordings. Now, it also has tripod mounts. One tripod mount here and here, so it's really perfect to mount this on a tripod, quickly control it, and it's a handle that serves really hundreds of functionalities in order how you want to use it. It's really great. Now let's have a closer look at the magnetic mount. First of all, it's also compatible with the Action 4. That's what I love about DJI products. It's not generation is different. You know, you see the Action 4 also works with this accessory. We have a Type-C charging port here on this side that you just slide out like this. Also, you can remove it, so you simply unclip it, and there is a different clip included that holds the Type-C cable. Kind of important because, let me see how this snaps in there. Kind of important because it helps the Type-C cable to not fall out. So now you can just plug it in and use it as a grip, as a tripod, or mounted on a tripod. So this is a really versatile setup. You can not only use this to mount it on a tripod, of course you could use an extension arm and for instance mount a studio light or something like this, and then still use this here to mount it on a tripod. So this is really a setup that you can also use for stationary videos, for vlogs, for interviews. It is an absolutely great, small and handy all-in-one setup. And guys, there is something I almost forgot to mention. Here you can charge the handle, and the handle is actually charging the camera. So if you check this out right over here, you can see that here is a battery included, 3.6 volts, 4,900 milliamp hours. So this is almost 18 watt hours of capacity that you can use to re-choose the camera. How amazing is this? And also here, as you can see, there's a mic connector as well. So holy, this is really an all-in-one setup that is even re-choosing your camera. So for recording sessions, this thing is perfect. But guys, talking about the microphone. Now, audio is much more important than the actual video quality. That's why I also use the DJI mic for all of my videos. So all the videos you see, they are being recorded with the DJI microphone, if it's not a voiceover, of course. And I also use this for my smartphone, and there's another great thing. You can buy a single transmitter. So here, for instance, the DJI Mic 2 transmitter. This is also the transparent option, and as a tech nerd, I absolutely love the look of it. It just looks gorgeous. Now, let me show you what I mean with this. Now, the DJI transmitter works also via Bluetooth, so it can connect to the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. It can connect to your smartphone, and you can just simply use this to record voice in great quality, and also it is latency free, synced with the video output from the camera. So let me show you this. It comes with a carrying case, and in there we have the transmitter. So there we go. Here it is. And oh gosh, this is beautiful. Look at this. I love it. I love to see the internals. And guys, this is what I love about DJI. Look at this. Now, I'm an electronics nerd. I repair electronics, but look how this is designed. Beautiful, really. Looks perfect with that cover. Absolutely in love with this one. Now the cool thing is this transmitter here, it has a magnet, and look at the details even here of the inside of the magnet. And then you can just use this to clip it to anything, like to your t-shirt. And here you can charge it with a Type-C cable. This is a recording button to record on a microphone, but also you can pair it with the camera and use it as a live audio input. Absolutely awesome. So let's check out what accessories are included. And there we go. So it comes with a charging cable, and yeah, that's actually it. There's also a dead cat included, really important. I was actually looking for this one because if you're recording in windy situations, you need to have a dead cat, or especially if you have some surroundings that is noisy, it really helps a lot. And look at this, this is gorgeous. Now on some other microphones it's really difficult, those things can fall off, but look at this new mounting system. There's this pin right over here, and you just put it in here and it is attached. It is so simple to attach this and take it off. And here the big insert for the microphone here. So this is really amazing. Now we're going to test out the audio quality, but like this, if you just add another light here, if you use this for the audio, if you have the Action 5 here with a big memory card, you can really just go on there, record vlogs like there is no limit, or especially great for my usage. I do interviews at electronic shows, for instance, and this is a camera setup that fits in every single handbag, and I don't need to take my huge camera with it. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm super in love with the products and all the accessories, but now let's go and let's do the real world usage test. Now, first of all, the quick capture. So if you just want to get out your camera, quickly press on the recording button and start to record, check this out. This is incredibly fast. You just press the button and in less than a second, the camera records. This is unbelievable. You don't have to get anything ready like adjust settings or whatever. You just press the button and you can never miss the action. Anyhow, let's turn it on normally, also really fast, and let's check out what we have here. Now we have the usual modes. We have the photo mode, as you can see, in different also resolutions, aspect ratios, so 16:9 or 4:3, also in the full 40 megapixels or in 9 megapixels, so however you want, you can take pictures. Now I'm not really a picture guy, so I haven't tested this feature too much, but here you can also see how many images per second, so 9 pictures, 3 seconds, something like this. You can play around with that. Then here we have the video settings, so here it gets interesting. Now we have the usual video settings. We have 4K and 16:9. In 1080p the camera goes as high as 240 frames per second. I tested this out in slow motion. It looks amazing. You can record directly slow motion, where it also slows down the camera, so you can see already the preview, how it looks. It's really cool. Then in 4K you can go up to as much as 120 frames. 120 frames will give you around 9 minutes of recording time. Guys, this camera is still an action camera. It's incredibly tiny, so you're limited at 4K 120. So around 9 minutes at 25 degrees. If it's really hot, it's just a couple of minutes. But nevertheless, DJI really managed to make a camera that doesn't overheat in 4K 60. So for me, it was really hot these days. 4K 60, absolutely no problem at all. So just run and gun with the camera. And this is more important than any 120 Hertz for me, because you don't really need that. You don't really need that for social media, etc. It's just if you do something really fast, I guess, and need it really smooth. Honestly, I don't need that feature at all, but it's also available now in 4K 4:3. This was only possible in 60 frames on the Action 4, but now we have 120 frames, so that's great. Now regarding the field of view, you can change that easily. So either you just tap here where it says ultra wide, and then you can go from standard to wide, ultra wide, and it tells you even the focal length here. So the widest field of view is 9 millimeters equivalent focal length. If you use any kind of stabilization, you get a crop on the image. Of course, the basic stabilization RockSteady is already really good, is 11 millimeters. If you need it more steady, 17. And if you really want the horizon balancing, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen, where you can move the camera like this and it keeps it steady on the horizon, it's also around 70 millimeters, and plus minus 45 degrees, the camera will keep stable. This is absolutely badass. Then that's regarding the stabilization and how wide you can get the camera. Nevertheless, it's super, super wide in the setting without stabilization. I really love it. Then you have the options to go into Pro mode, and here in the Pro mode you can also choose if you want to record in normal 8 bits, in 10 bits, or in any of the HDR formats like HLG or D-Log M10 Mbit. D-Log is fantastic, I really love it, and you also have the option to switch on color recovery to off or on right over here. White balance, I usually keep it on auto. The camera handles the white balance really, really well. And the exposure the same, I keep it on auto, so I just run and gun with it in D-Log 10. Also here you have some microphone settings, so if you want to do mono, if you want to do stereo, and also the noise reduction. And the camera also turns off after a while when you don't use it. That's another great feature. So let's check out the other things right over here. There's voice control for the camera, so you can tell the camera to start recording. Honestly, cool feature if you have them fixed mounted and you do some sports and you want to start and stop recording without touching it. I don't really need that feature much because I use it mainly as a vlog camera or to record my motorcycle routes. You can save the settings. You have quick switch, as you can see, where you can you basically set what you want to do with the quick switch. The brightness of the display can be really bright, usually outside. Even on sunny days, I never go beyond 85–90%. This is definitely enough. You can lock the orientation. You can also lock the screen. So plenty of convenient features right over here, and you can switch the front screen either to full screen, where it shows the full screen, or you can switch it to full front screen off, then it's showing the whole video here, but with black borders, which I prefer. Another amazing feature about this camera is that it has internal storage. Now, probably you think why? Because you can put in an SD card and SD cards are cheap, but I forgot my SD card so many times in the card reader at home when I copied footage. Having 48 gigabytes internal storage is a lifesaver. It's really a lifesaver if you forget your SD card and you're somewhere, and I absolutely love this feature. This is really, really cool. So, nevertheless, that's regarding the settings features here. There is plenty of more settings in here. I want to talk quickly about wireless mic because it's not possible to pair two DJI mics. So DJI Mic 2 is capable of connecting to the camera, and all you have to do is just turn it on, press the link button, which you can see right over here, until it's blinking, and then it will automatically connect to the Action 5 Pro. And wireless mic connected, and now you can use this for interview situations. And I go tomorrow to a tech event, so I'm so excited to film my first interviews without any hassle. Just connect the microphones. Also, you can turn off the LEDs on the transmitters, vibration, low cut. You see, the cool thing is the microphone works perfectly together because it's all from one company, and this is why I always say buy DJI Action cameras, because you can get the mics from it and they work perfectly. You don't need any other third-party stuff that maybe doesn't work. So for that, it's a no-brainer to get it. Other than that, you know, you have voice control, always on display, USB modes. You can wirelessly connect to the camera, even on 5.8 gigahertz, not only 2.4 gigahertz, so improved Wi-Fi speeds. We have a lot of improved Wi-Fi speeds here. And a lot of stuff you can live stream from the camera. So I think personally you have plenty of settings in there, and you should explore it yourself to see if it fits your needs. For me, there's everything in there I could ever wish for. There's also a super night mode, which works in 1080p 30, and in the darkness it really helps to keep up the brightness and low noise. There's even subject tracking. If you want to track subjects, it will detect it and start tracking. There's slow motion, which I already tried out, and there is time-lapse, a feature I also use quite often. And the time-lapse, you can basically choose what kind of preset you want, or you can also adjust it manually, like at how many seconds, how long it should record it. So that's really, really awesome. Of course, you can preview everything that you have recorded on the camera, so that's also really smooth, and that's amazing because for instance, you just shot something right and maybe you misplaced the camera, you want to check if the footage is good. You can do this easily here on the camera without any other smartphone or something like this, and the playback is very smooth. So just check this out. This just looks like I would watch it on the computer, just on a small screen. All right, so that's basically it. I will now show you some footage from the camera so you can judge for yourself. Do you like the image quality? How does it look? And I'll also show you how to edit it on the computer. And yeah, let me know what you think about it down below in the comments. So guys, I now have the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro actually mounted to my backpack, and it is so great for recording POV footage. We're now going on a quick kayak tour. So here on the sidearm of the Danube. So let's get the boat into the water. And we went already last week, but there was much more water. And now, as you can see, there's almost no water. I hope this is going to work. Yo! Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god, that was close. But oh my god, look at this. It looks so cool on the camera, that POV. Now, you can also use a chest mount, of course, which makes it more central. I have it now mounted to my backpack, but nevertheless, the field of view of the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro is really wide, so you can get everything on the picture, even though it's not centered, so you don't need to worry about where to point the camera. So guys, we're now doing a quick break here. Everything is in auto mode, so I'm just using auto exposure, I'm using auto white balance. The only thing is I'm recording in D-Log for better post-production, so to get the colors right. But just check out here how it deals with the sun. Now, it's pretty amazing to do vlogs because I can just put it on the stick, just snap it on there on the magnetic mount. If I want to have the POV again, I just take it off and just put it on my POV mount. I will just show you how that looks like. And there we go. So as you can see, this is the mount, just magnetic, so you can switch positions super easy with this camera, which makes it even more amazing. And yeah, I'm using now the DJI Mic 2, so listen to the audio quality, but so far I have to say I'm really happy with the audio quality from the microphone. So guys, this is now with RockSteady turned on, so you have equivalent of 11mm focal length, I think. It's a little crop, but still you get a lot of stabilization by still maintaining a wide field of view. So you can see here everything, and even though I have to move here a lot, I sink in some in the ground, and it keeps the camera already really steady. Now for, this is too deep here. Now, if you go, for instance, mountain biking or something where it shakes a lot, you should turn on the RockSteady Plus, which I will show you on my motorbike. So guys, I will now give you a quick tour here through my garden. Now for the first time I'm not using stabilization, I just want to show you how 4K 60 in the widest setting looks like, so without stabilization. I'm recording in D-Log 10-bit. Of course, it's a little bit more effort in post-production, but you have so much more dynamic range, can play around a lot with the colors to fine-tune it to get your desired look. And just check out this. Now, directly against the sunlight, golden hour, so sun is pretty strong here, but the camera seems to handle it pretty good. A lot of cheap action cameras, they have issues. You get completely dark because the camera will basically crank down the exposure because of the sun right over here, the super bright light source. But here it looks in the preview pretty sick. Of course flat, because you have to apply some kind of LUT or color grade after in post-production to really get the colors you want and everything. But check out this. It looks really, really stunning. So how this camera handles light is amazing, and it's so easy to use. Now, if you use a professional camera, like for instance a DSLR or something like this, you just cannot vlog like this, or at least not that easy. Now with the Action 5 Pro, everything processed on the camera, you just take it. I use the multifunctional handle, I have the mic connected wirelessly, and I can just walk around, do a vlog, talk, and the ease of use with a camera here is just fantastic. And this is what makes this camera so special to me, that it works with great accessories. It features amazing image quality, and look, here are my new cats. Okay, you don't want to be on video, but anyhow, you can get great vlogs with this camera, and it's just so fast and easy to use. So let me know what you think. I'll also show you on the computer how the footage looks ungraded and graded afterwards, and let me know your comments down below. Well guys, I now want to show you how to deal with the D-Log footage out of the camera. This is maybe new for some of you who never shot in D-Log. Once you import it to your favorite video editing software, it may look a little bit flat, but this is completely normal. Once you apply a LUT, then actually you will see the magic happen. So this is a lookup table. You can find one for the Osmo Action 4, for instance, on the DJI website. I'm pretty sure there will be also later one, once it's released, one for the Action 5, or you can use any ones you can find on the internet. Of course, you can manually grade that footage, but it's better to use a lookup table that converts it, and then you can make some minor adjustments. So let's try it now with the DJI LUT, and as you can see, wow, beautiful. Beautiful sky. It even gets the dynamic range, the detail here from the clouds. Usually that would be completely out, but here, as you can see in the flat, it's really perfect. Kind of difficult shot here, but as you can see, it still gets the sky here really well with the cloud. Also here in the shadows, there's plenty of detail. It just looks amazing. Here is also one that was just filmed in regular, I guess, but also if you apply it here, it's maybe a bit too much. You can adjust the intensity of the lookup table, but also you can do manual correction however you want to. So you can get really a lot of dynamic range out of this camera. So this is really, really underrated. Now also here, if we check this out, just check this. Beautiful sky, shadow, sun, everything perfectly visible, even of clouds here behind the tree. And you can do some minor adjustments, like for instance the highlights a bit down, maybe the shadows a bit up, and everything beautiful visibly in the scene. So a lookup table really helps with that, and just go to the DJI website, download it, and experiment a little bit with D-Log. I can just say it's amazing if you want to get most of the colors, most of the dynamic range out of it in post-production. So guys, this is the super night mode with 30 frames, and just check the light sources here. So here we have the petrol station, switching over to here, and yeah, the super light mode, it looks crazy bright on the camera. So now just in comparison, this is regular 4K 60. Now as you can see already in the preview, if it's focusing on light sources, everything around will turn rather dark. In the super night mode, this looked really, really awesome on the camera, but I'm really curious how it's going to look on the computer. So just let me know what you think. But I think for night scenarios, it's really worth it to film in the super night mode. So guys, we're now here at the end of this video. Personally, I think the best action camera which you can buy right now is the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. The whole ecosystem from DJI is just amazing. You have the grip, you have all those DJI accessories, mounts, microphone, all from one company. It works seamlessly, it's so easy to use. And also I really love the quality. In the next videos we're also comparing the Action 5 Pro with other cameras, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll leave you a link to buy it and to get the best deal down below in the description. So make sure to check it out, and as always guys, big thanks for watching. I'm Steven from Tech Magnet and I'm signing out. Have a nice day and bye!